Do you ever just sit there scrolling, watching someone else's perfect day unfold, and you feel that pit in your stomach? It's like you're watching a movie of a life you're supposed to be living, but you're stuck on the couch trying to manage another pain flare or just to get your brain to think straight for 5 minutes. That feeling of comparing your messy, unpredictable life to those seemingly perfectly curated highlights reels from other people. That's exhausting. But what if the problem is not your day? What if the problem is the ruler you use to measure it? When your body and your brain functions differently, that ruler is broken. We're taught that a good day is supposed to be filled with productivity, being busy, full of outwards accomplishments. But it's time to stop comparing your day to theirs because you're not even playing the same game. Let's talk about why and how to get your power back. Let's just name it the comparison economy. The comparison economy is rigged against you. It's built on able bodied standards that were never designed for different bodies and minds like ours. Think about it like this. Let's compare it to my former background in computer science. Most of the world operates on this default setting of what a normal day entails. But you have no choice but to run specialized software. The system is different, and trying to benchmark it against the standard version will always make you feel like you're failing. And then there's social media, right? That's the ultimate rigged game. It's like watching a live TV show or a Broadway musical. The audience sees the actor hitting their mark, the singer hitting the high note. They don't see the stage manager frantically trying to signal backstage and the crew member trying to fix a broken prop or the actor pivoting because someone else missed their line. They don't see the sheer amount of damage control and constant adjustment that has to happen backstage to make the performance look seamless on stage. Your life with a chronic illness or a disability has a lot of backstage work, a lot of pivoting, a lot of managing things that, if you do your job perfectly, no one will ever see all those efforts. So when you compare your entire reality backstage to someone else's final cut, that's not fair to you. You will feel behind. You have to compare apples to apples. All this leads to the most toxic pattern. I should be able to work a full day. I should be able to go to that party. I should be able to get my house clean today. I should. That should is pure poison. It's internalized ableism that is whispering that you're lazy, that you're not trying hard enough, when the truth is that you're navigating a fundamentally different set of constraints. That mental energy we spend on that should spiral, it drains our energy from actually managing our day well. And it's the cost of trying to fit into a mold that is not made for you anymore. And it always leaves you feeling like your day was stolen. So if their measuring stick doesn't apply to you, what do? You create your own metrics. Their success metrics are about output, finished projects, social events, steps, or the kilometers they manage to walk in a day. Your metrics need to be about strategic management and intentional pace. That's a complete reframe. It's not about doing less, it's about being smarter with your energy, which is your most valuable and limited resource. You gotta take care of it. So let's break that down. For them, finishing a big project at work is an accomplishment. For you, successfully managing a pain flare for an hour so you could think straight and do what you want to do, that's an equivalent victory. Equivalent. That's a strategic win. For them, rest is laziness or a reward after hard work. For you, rest has to be part of a productive day. It's like a pit stop in a race. It's not slowing you down, it's what allows you to keep going. Rest is productive for you, period. Then there's the invisible labor. That's the backstage work that I was talking about. The mental calculus of, if I go to the store now, will I have enough energy to make dinner later? The time spent scheduling appointments, managing medication, researching symptoms, and just coping. That's a second invisible full time job. That never shows up on a resume or a social media post. So when you look at your day and it feels like you've done nothing, I want you to ask, did I manage my symptoms today? Did I listen to my body when it said to stop? Did I make a hard choice to cancel a plan because I had to protect my energy for tomorrow? Friend, those are accomplishments. They require immense skill and self awareness. And that's what you're developing. Redefining what accomplishment looks like, that's one of your superpower. It means that you will be able, with practice, to celebrate the smart, strategic victories that keep you in the game. It means that you will start measuring your day by effort and adaptation, which is a skill that will help you in any sphere of life from now on. Not just by a checklist designed for a different body that is not yours. Your 10% effort on a tough day is still worth 100% of your available capacity. That's not a failure. You showed up for yourself where many don't. And you gave exactly what you had for that day. That's the metric that matters to you. And that right there, showing up with what you have, is that hidden strength that you are cultivating and growing inside you. Looks like nothing outside, but inside it's a massive accomplishment. It's the courage it takes to navigate another day when your body still feels like a minefield. It's the strength to choose rest over guilt and to prioritize your well being in a world that tells you to always push through. Those small victories, they'll never see them. Getting out of bed on a high pain day, making yourself a simple meal when you have no appetite, sending one important email when your brain is filled with fog. That's your ordinary. But in the context of your reality, it's extraordinary. Think about it this way: the level of resilience you tap into just to get through a standard Tuesday is what an able bodied person only accesses in a full blown emergency. Your baseline is their fight or flight. You're constantly managing, adapting, and you're problem solving with a system that has its own rules. And that's not falling behind, that's operating at a high level of strategic skill. Your life requires that kind of intentionality that theirs simply doesn't. Every choice is weighted, every action considered for its cost. That's not a limitation, it's profound understanding of your own capacity. You're not just living, you're engineering your day moment by moment based on real time data from your body. And that, my friend, is a powerful, strong skill. Okay, so how do we stop the comparison cycle when it hits? Because knowing the theory is one thing, but stopping that gut feeling punch when you're scrolling, that's another thing. It starts with catching the thought pattern. The moment you feel that, I should be doing, that's your cue. That's the signal that the rig comparison game is starting. Don't judge it, just notice it and tell yourself, here's that comparison thought. Then swap it in your head, literally. Use another idea. Take that I should be at the gym and replace it with, well, I managed to hydrate properly, or I listened to my body properly today. Good job. It feels silly at first, I know, but it rewires the neural pathway from shame to acknowledgement. This is where you get to create your own criteria. At the start of the day, decide what a win will look like for you today. Not for the idealized you, but for the you that is waking up today. A win could be drink enough water, move from the bed, make one phone call, see a friend, even if I don't really feel like it. That's your ruler. You decide and you measure your day against that and nothing else. They don't know, you know. Next, I want you to be completely ruthless with your social media accounts. If there's an account that makes you feel like crap, don't hesitate a second and mute it. You don't owe anyone your peace. So, curate an online space that reflects your reality, not some fantasy. And when you do get caught scrolling and the bad feelings hit, well, just have a 1 minute reframe ready. Close that app, take a breath, and ask yourself, what's one thing that I did today that took strength? What's true about my capacity right now? This isn't about positive thinking, it's about truthful thinking. It's pulling their focus back from their highlights to your actual real life backstage where the real work is happening for you. It's a minute to reclaim your narrative and remember whose game you're really playing, theirs or yours. So here's the takeaway, friend. Your day is measured against your reality, not theirs. That's the only measuring stick that counts. I want you to try one thing this week. The next time you catch yourself in that comparison spiral, just hit pause for a second and ask yourself, what's one invisible win from today? Maybe it's just drinking enough water, or getting dressed, or making a tough phone call that you've been putting off. That's your accomplishment. That's your power. You will learn to value that. And in time, you'll do even bigger things. So, if this kind of real talk helps, if you're tired of feeling like you're falling behind, hit subscribe. We're building a space here for honest strategies about navigating life with disability on our own terms. We're in this together. See you next time.